one launch. Okay, and then I need to go over here, turn that off, turn that on, do that. So I can just stare at a blank screen because I have to read from the manual on this one. There we go. Turn that off, turn that off. Put that back up. Yo. There we go. Awesome. Back into the fold once again. Alright. And then I need to go back to the other computer because I need to click that. That looks good. I don't know why I clicked that because I'm dumb. There we go. Oh, be quiet. Encoder overload. Shut up. Yeah, we haven't dropped any frames. Frames skipped due to encoder lag. Shut up. 168 of almost a million frames already. Be quiet. Reload that one. Okay, YouTube's working. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Okay, so let's get started back where we were. We've got the frame done for the most part. We have a lot still left to go. I need to actually build one more part for it, which is the part that these actually connect into. We're also going to be remaking these parts because I do have something else I'm going to be doing, since we have enough parts to do the other set of funnels as well. Doing it because I can, not because I want to. Oh wait, that is kind of the idea. Okay, so that's the subset. That's the set we were haven't done anything on. And I remember it's 13 and 14. We're gonna get all this other stuff out and then we'll get the frame built as well. '15 and 16. And then I just got to remember which one is the other part that I need, and then we can build the other parts as well. Or just look at the book, because it'd be way smarter. Oh, it comes from those other ones. That's right. One of these frames. Like, I don't remember which one that comes from, but it comes from these ones. So I'm glad I have multiple copies of these things right now, because we're going to have a lot more fun with this. Long time. What up, Spartan? Oh, I'm having a good day so far. Would have been better if I didn't have to go to the store and go get groceries, but if I don't now, it's going to be worse later. So that ate up a good portion of my morning today. Just wish wifey would have told me that this morning. It would have been nice. So that way I could have got that done way earlier. Okay, so yeah, we'll do that. We'll get these done real quick. I got the frame done, and then we can just get started working on, I think we go straight into the wing portions once I have all these finished up. Really isn't too bad. I'm glad I did not go with the lighting like I was going to try to do. Yo, what up? Yes, still working on the tall geese. The one I've been working on for months now. This is one more add-on piece. It's basically the funnels. We have the majority of the unit done. So, wings are already done. They're across the room. I really can't grab them right now, but these are back funnels. We have the first set, which I will be building, and then let me grab the other frame. Ah, dude, that sucks, Cass. And then we're going to be doing the other D-Res wing as well, since I have enough parts to do it. If I didn't have two sets of the wings because we had missing parts on the white set and had to buy the black set, I wouldn't be able to do it because you need to have these little pistols that go with the funnel systems. So I have a gray set and I have a black set. I'm going to probably be putting the black set with either one of the funnel sets, whichever one it looks better with, and then the gray set as well. Because I can make some magic happen so I can use all the sets at once. It's going to be fun. The problem is just making sure I get everything done and not breaking things. Because I don't have a lot of spare parts if I do. Yeah, I've been paying attention to all your posts lately, Cass. I've seen most of it. Sucks, man. All right, so then that's a pass through, so I gotta widen that hole just a little bit. Nah, that is not the right one, actually. I need this one. Crap. All right, good. That went in well, and I don't have to worry about it. I would have had more LEDs put on this, but man, was there not a lot of room once we got to here. After doing the wings, getting them all set up, I think I'm good on doing lights. I think we've got enough. I think we're at about 60 lights so far. Each wing is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. There are 3 inside of there. Each wing, that's another 6 on top of that. That's 20. No, about... No, about... Not 60. What am I thinking? That only puts us at around... Each vernier is 6. It's 12. 3 in the waist. 1 in the head. About 30. 35. I'm at half, which is dumb. Math not working today in my head. What up, man? What's been good? Oh, getting close to finishing this build finally. On the last part. Finally on the last part, then decals and final wire up. It has been a long run to get to here, but I can't complain when everything's been going so smoothly. Smoothly as in slow as dirt, but smoothly. I'd rather have a nice smooth build than having problems. Smooth and boring is much more fun than painful and excruciatingly freaking hard. Okay, so we got those. Let's build these in duplicate, but they both get a different connector. So, what do we got? We need D22 and 21 off both frames. All right. And we'll be using that double 3mm connector on one. And then we need the single 3mm connector for the last one. All right. Oh, yes. Happy Easter, dude. I mean, it's great so far. Oh, man. Easter's going okay for once for me, so I'm actually having a good day. Usually I have to work these kind of weekends. But for once, I'm off and not having to care. I usually get unlucky and have to work every holiday. Yeah, exactly right, Ajax. Especially when you're adding even more parts into the mix. Ah, I hear you, dude. I got that same kind of issue going on. I have to bail here at about 12:30 because I gotta get things started. I'm here for a good time, not for a long time, unfortunately, today. I got steaks I gotta get in the oven. Well, in the air fryer. And then I got a bunch of stuff to prepare. I need a half hour for them to rest and then get them in the air fryer. Well, get them up to temp and then in the air fryer. Okay, so once I got this, we should be moving straight forward to getting everything done. Everything has to be done in 6 tuplets. So it's going to be fun. Every part 6 times 6 times 6. It's going to be fun. Why did I do this to myself? And I have a bigger model kit that does it in 12. But I've been hesitant to build because I want to do it better. Okay, so all the round parts go into the round one, into these. So cut all this off. Now, do they specifically have a spot to go in? The smaller portion goes in. All right. All right, easy enough. Looking up, looking over. Wrong one. I wanted this one. Okay. And up and back down. Back to you, and in the hole you go. You just gotta spin that. Which way does that go? Back, forward. All right. That'll be our completed frame, so we can have our forward funnels, and then we have our back funnels. Very complicated, yet should work well, especially if I put it on the back. Should bring those back a little bit further so that when we attach that to my already made attachment point, oh boy. So those are going to have to be brought up. All right, so those will be back behind there. And then I have to worry about the big wings. Oh boy. And then the big wings, if I can bring those in here for just a moment. All right. Oh, this is going to be one hell of a project. Because then we're going to have to get over at least top those ones, which I have enough room. Shouldn't be an issue. And I forgot those are attached to each other because we did a test wire up with everything running and it looked great. So those are going to have to go over top that. That's going to be so much fun to get in there. Oh boy. I'm already kind of like, oh no. There's not enough room. We have to do it the way I did it. Damn it. If I bring them in lower, would that be better? Because I can always bring them in lower. Let me see if that'll work. There are so many wires on this thing, it's killing me. So if I bring them in lower, we can bring those guys down a little bit lower then. Yeah, I can get those down in a little bit lower, so it'll be fine. Don't worry about that during final wire up. Make sure nothing fell off. Don't see anything missing. That's there, that's there. Shield's where it's supposed to be. Shield components look good. It's just making sure those verniers get the hell out the way. I can omit the verniers, but I want them on there. They're supposed to be on there. It's just keeping everything where it needs to be. The big wings. Yeah. The big wings are going to be in the fucking way of everything. And then this is huge. This is massive. You haven't even begun to think of how big this back vernier is actually going to... Well, this back little funnel set's going to be huge. We have 6 funnels that go here, and then I'm going to have another 6 on the back side, plus the actual wing components, which we're going to be starting right now. Oh, goody. I have to do something new times 6. Yay. B. What the fuck is F? Oh. That's F. I need F2 off every single F frame. F in chat for my stupid... Where the hell did my nippers go? There they are. Hello, my ugly face. Yeah, it's going to be huge. I need number 3 then? That's not number 2. Yeah, number 3. I just can't see small print because my eyes suck. This kit's going to be huge. I mean, it'll work. I already sized most of everything up. It's just getting those damn verniers out the way. They're in the way of everything. Because I'm going to have to support the wings while I'm installing them. Because the wings will all be one whole unit when they get installed onto the backpack. Well, it gets installed onto the unit, so I got to support the wings while I'm getting them installed. Because I got to solder them in, tuck the wiring. And then clip it into the backpack, which I'm probably also going to fucking super glue in. Get all that soldered in, and then we're good to go for the most part. Tuck that wiring and be done. It's supposed to only be 2 wires. Ugh. This thing is becoming cumbersome, but I will get it done eventually. Okay. So then we just need the ball joint off of here. I have extras of these, so if I fuck it up, I have a little bit of extra parts for these ones. Yeah, almost dropped that. This thing makes me dread doing the Supernova Snow White at any time point. Because you have to do all this in 12ths. Because there are 12 of these things on here. There are 2 sets of these big wing sets. kind of glad I didn't go that route with mine. I was going to, but I only had enough cash to get one set at the time. Plus, I thought it would be a little overkill for what I was planning in the first place, which it freaking kinda is a little bit of overkill. Why did that? There we go. I never popped that out. Oh, that would be overkill? Yes, that would be a little overkill. I'm the king of overkill. And by overkill, I mean killing me. Oh, man. I'm going to be surprised if this thing... I should say that. This should work fine. It shouldn't be too bad. So far, the parts fit tightly. Don't make me have to make both of the freaking goddamn, what is it called? The Buster guns and have them both set up with the Buster mode. Because I was already planning on doing one for at least one shot. But I technically have enough funnels to do the dual Buster cannons in extreme Zerwig Buster cannon mode. One prelude, one original. In both flavors, spicy and mild. I'm already killing my fingers today with these tiny parts. And this blade is nice and somewhat dull, so that way I don't cut myself. Epion hasn't, what is it called? The Master Grade does do the Dragonflight mode as well. And I can't wait for the real grade to come out, because I'm probably going to get two to do Dragon mode and have it in regular form. But the Master Grade does as well. The Master Grade's a little wonky. It's not going to be as... It's a little bit of a pain to assemble. Parts do have a lot of nubs to them. But it's still a solid kit from the EW line. I would say glue the wings shut so they don't fall apart the second you try to move them, because they do have that issue, as does the Death Scythe Hell. The Death Scythe Hell and Epion have issues with their wings wanting to pop open. I am working on the Tall Geese 3, which we are working on his funnel sets, which are almost done. I've already got the main mobile suit finished up. Trying to negotiate with the funnel set why you have to work and the frickin' Verniers need to fucking sit where I told them to sit, because they're being cranky and I hate it. My Tall Geese gets these fancy fucking wings if I can bring them into frame again. Because he's special and gets some very nice products and add-ons. And those are all wired up and ready to go. Just gotta get them on the unit as soon as I can get these funnel sets done, which will look something like this. But we have 2 different sets to do. And as stated before, I'm going a bit overkill, apparently. I mean, why don't you need a rail cannon, a heat whip shield, the ability to move faster than most mobile suits? Why not add on shielded wings and psychically controlled freaking funnel attachments and also a buster cannon? I mean, why not stop with the freaking kitchen sink? Throw everything at your adversaries. If it still attaches and it can still fly, then everything shall meet its maker for. And thank you also for the follow, Kitty. The Tallgeese 3 RG has been a very fun kit. I've also done the second already. The Tallgeese 2 was a fun kit to do. We swapped the heads on them because I really didn't like the Tallgeese 3 head on the Tallgeese 3. So I gave that to the Tallgeese 2. The Tallgeese 2 head is now on the Tallgeese 3. So it's more of a Tallgeese 2.75. Hell yeah. Oh, you'll love all the stuff I buy because I have some of the largest mobile suits you can get. The only thing I don't have is a Neo Zeong. If you look at the cam, the bus sitting behind me are 1/35th scale. Pricey yet awesome all at the same time. And outside of custom resin builds, they're some of the biggest that you can buy commercially. I've got more of those coming up as soon as I can ever finish this damn thing. I have the Red Frame Astray and the Hainu. They both need extra care, but that's because I don't want their clear pieces looking really stupid. When at that scale, they're so large that you can see the eyes, and if they're not lit up all the time, it's going to look like they're dead on the inside. So I've got some really nice paint that I've had sitting aside ready for them. Okay, the ball joint goes in facing the rear direction. Okay. Ah, right. It's like me trying to explain half the stuff I buy to the wife. Every 2 seconds, it's like, cool. So that's a transformer. No. Why do you have 12 of the same one? I don't have 12. I have 17. Don't even. I have enough Astrays to kill a horse. Of course. Why was that one $700 again? Oh, because I said so. Two wings that have both modes as well. Yo, exactly right, Ajax. I swear I'm going to be putting my, what is it called? My high resolution wing might be in bird mode only. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it in bird mode. It's one of the few endless walls that can actually do it. And look decent. I know I think the Verka can do bird form, but I don't remember exactly. And for those of you who are wondering, we have all 3 tabs running today. We are on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. So if I'm not talking directly to you, it's because I'm responding to one of the other patrons watching as well. Oh my god. Okay. Coulda... No. Okay, yeah, actually, we're gonna get all these out now. Oh, because they're all different. Oh, you all suck. So I'm gonna have to do these one at a time. That's gonna suck. So E7. They all have different spots, and that's gonna suck. Oh, okay, so we can do these in pairs. That'll be actually easy. Okay, so E7 and E8 we can do in pairs. Because they're the opposite and the reflection. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. At least easy enough to clean up. Ooh, and that makes it great for doing the freaking detail work. Oh, I like that. Oh, you mean Gundam Wingchar. He's still one of my favorites. His storyline was okay. His redemption arc was good. I just find it funny that almost every Gundam has a Zex Marquis / Char Aznable. Because that's the only way they know how to do freaking bad guys. Who are slightly good guys, but also bad guys. Zex kind of got off easier than Char did. Char got pretty much always banded to being a bad guy. Except in Zeta. I guess it's just easy to make a masked villain that always has the same kind of look. It saves on time and money. Okay, so I have a deep line going through there. Subtle lines going across there. We need to get in there and get all that. Zeta Quattro, yeah. All right, so let's see if I can get these cleaned up, make them look nice. Then get the winglet, the little wing pieces done, and then I can get it on the unit itself. And then we'll go through, we'll do each double set, and then it'll be good to go. I love how sometimes they make better side stories to Gundams than they do for the main ones. Been reading through Red Frame Astray's books so far, and I am surprised how much better that is than some of the mainline stories. Okay. And looking up. Oh, dude, you need to read the books. If you join my Discord, we have it posted in the Gunpla section. It was only from a few days ago. There is a certain website where the guy is taking the remastered book that just came out and translating it to English. The book has been really good. I'm waiting for chapter 17 and 18 to come out. Oh, it's been so good. I actually kind of really enjoyed the storyline. It is a non-connected storyline where they're kind of basically episodic one-shots in the storylines, but it has an overarching narrative. And it's pretty decent. It reads kind of like Zoid's New Century, is the best way I can put it. Took me a couple days to get through the book, and I'm like, oh, now I'm kind of regretting getting through the whole thing. Oh, see, you can't be disappointed then. You're up to chapter 6. That means you just started book 2, Ajax. Yo. That's right. I think right when they were fighting Mina. I mean, Rondo Gina. Because Mina's now going to be piloting the Astray. Gina's kind of a douche. I really hate how he undervalues Low. Not a problem. No, yeah, no. He is just pure. I did love when he tried using the Gerbera. That was hilarious. 9-8. 9-8. 9-16-2. 9-16-2. Nine. Oh, wow. So 24. 9-24. Yo, later, dude. I've got about 2 hours left myself, so I'm going to try to hope to get through most of this stupid thing today. 920, 924, 16, 17. 16 and 17. Makes it look so much bigger than it is. 17 goes to which one? 17 goes to the right side. Okay. Left side. Left side. Right side. Left side, right side. Then what was it? 1 and 2. 2 and 1. 2 and 1. 2 and 1. 1 and 2. One goes left. One goes to the right. 2. Well, that was 1 and 2. Okay. And I want to make sure I have the right way this is set up. Yep, I have it set up correctly. Okay. Cool. All right. And where does that one go? This is number 12. 12 and 15. Oh, they're the end pieces. Okay. So they go to the outside. Neat. That wing's crooked. Everything's crooked. I'm going to have to glue things in place for most of this shit. Trust me, Leo. And I've only got 2 hours. No, I got an hour and a half left. It's already almost 10:30. I get to cook steaks today because I got told at the last minute, hey, you're making steaks. And I'm like, okay. At least we're not going to her parents' house this year. This year, I got to spend money. Okay, swap those back. No, that was right. Don't do that. Ooh, you're kind of doing like I'm doing. Mine are marinating right now in a what is it called? In a hickory liquid smoke marinade right now. And then I'm gonna slow cook my ribeyes to a medium temperature. Ooh, nice. And luckily all that alcohol will mostly burn off. I wish you would have told me earlier, because mine would have been marinating last night. She would have told me earlier to get freaking steaks. I would have done them last night. Mine are not that fancy. Some decent looking select ribeyes off the Delmonico side. Nothing too bad. Not the greatest steaks. They were cheap though. $20 is not bad for that size. And I just undid that line. Yo, what up, Drizzy? Happy Easter to everyone watching so far. The one holiday most of us don't get paid for. Okay, so you suck. Let's get a new one. Just made eggs. There's ramen in them. Yo, nice. Going for that whole Japanese egg routine. You trying to do the whole folded omelet? All right, middle piece will be this one. Making a rabbit with tomato sauce. Ooh, nice. Just scramble them. Ah. Yeah, I don't get the whole folded omelet thing. I know if I tried it, I'd fuck it up really easily. All right. Believe the eggs are yummy. Yes. What's up, Donut? Getting closer to being done. Last part. And then I just gotta sit down for 3 days doing decals. And I really wish I was getting 3 days. It'll probably be a 3-day project getting these done. Hoggies 2 took a day and a half. And something this large last time, which would be close to, would be... God, something this large. Probably real grade. Heine was pretty large. Technically, the Hunting Falcon was kind of this large. Not nearly, but that one still took 2 days. This one I can guarantee will probably be 3 8-hour days worth of just doing decals. There's not much on the body, but there's a ton for these wings and all these extra parts. The weapons have a ton of decals. It's gonna be fun. Ooh, yeah, Nightingale was 2 days. That is right. Nightingale took 2 days to get done. That was with the what is it called? The Delphis. Ooh, MG Sosby took me a month when I did that one. That was like the first time I was doing decals, so I was a bit slow, but that one took me a month. But I was doing it really extra slow because I was dumb back then. I have one. I don't have anything large scale. I would love to get a 1/500 scale Battleship Yamato. I have the 1/1000 Oscar. That thing's tiny comparatively. The decal sheet for that is like not even the same size as a Gundam one. It's like a third of a Gundam size one. But I do want the 1/500 scale Yamato at some point. Oh man, right. Yeah, starting's the first is always the hardest part. It's getting up the nerve to just start. There's a reason why my Nielsen Works Astray is still in its box. My fingers still hurt from doing the first one. Let alone doing my own custom version. Because that's the wrong one. Well, that has to go on that side then. Okay. So that folds underneath. All right. Not too bad. $10 just to put stickers on the MG Full Armor Unicorn. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's pretty good, dude. Oh man, if I did something like the Full Armor, which I actually have two of to do, and I gotta buy those decals. I have to do my my MG Perfectibility and my PG Perfectibility, and their sticker sheets are insane. I fear those a little bit. They're gonna be like a week easily, especially the freaking Perfectibility perfect grade. That thing has 4 sheets. I gotta buy the actual Perfectibility decals for it because the ones that comes with are just full armors, which are red. I'd rather have the blue ones for the actual perfectibility like I do for my master grade. But that's going to be fun. I got to get the LEDs ordered as well. They're not cheap. They're like $40 a strand. It's going to be fun. But I found NeoPixels the size I want. It's just getting to understand how they run and how they wire in. I couldn't believe Arafuerta actually carries a very light NeoPixel strand. That is fully addressable. So it's going to be fun learning that. I got to learn what wires I'm going to have to run for everything. Make sure I have all the, what is it called? Power and data lines running correctly. So that way if I chop the lines up, I don't have pixels that aren't receiving signal. And so they just blasted a white LED because they don't know what signal to run. It's going to be fun. But they should be small enough to fit into the perfectibility's parts. And the perfectibility is going to be really easy because it's based off the actual perfect grade unicorn, so it has all the channels running for it, so all the wiring will work perfect. It's just getting it all in there to run perfectly. That's going to be the hard part. And then getting it programmed. Because honestly, I like how Bandai does their unicorn LED setup. It's okay. It's all right. I get how they do theirs. It's kind of like Cosmos. But I don't like running all those wires. I don't want to run a million wires running back through the entire unit. I'd rather just run one set of wires running through, which should be easy enough to do. The hardest part is going to be programming. But if I can get it right, I can get it to where I have even down to the pixel, each individual section being able to be individual coloring, which will be fun. Oh my god, Leo. God, why is that so loud again? I'm gonna have to take a look at those. I keep forgetting I have those damn things. I'm just glad the perfectibility even got here in the first place. That thing was giving me a nightmare headache. I don't know if I'm going to do a lot of more business with Gundamit, because that shipping was horrible. I mean, I get it was free, but I mean, still. I get Gundam is only a part of Shozi, but still. The customer service could have been a little bit better. When I kept asking them, like, are you guys sure this is still here? Because it's been over 2 months and it has not moved. Oh, yeah, just slow. slow my ass. That made a turtle seem... That made a snail seem super fast. Slow and broken. Oh my god, dude. It was so bad. Like, it got stuck in a warehouse for 2 months straight. Just sitting there. Luckily, nothing got damaged. I mean, the box was in pretty good shape. I mean, god damn. Compared to some of the other shit I've shipped, like the Charizard I got from freaking what is his fucking name? Galactic Toy Store, that was pretty much destroyed when I got it. Oh my god. Okay, so that's one, and that one should be going on. So it shows it from the back side. So show it from that side. It goes on this one on the very end. That might be wrong. No, that is not wrong. That is actually right. It trails the inner edge outward. Okay, neat. Okay, that's one. Okay. Cool. Slumber but it's not we. Right. God damn. I just wish shipping from China was a little faster. I mean, I get it's all the way across, but damn, sometimes it seems like it's way too slow. Okay, E19 and probably E20. No, E19, E18. All right. $19 and $18. Yeah, man, if there had been more. Yeah, it would just look weird if I did it the way I was going to do it. Where I was going to have lights on the backside of these, it would just look weird. Because you would be able to see it. It would have been weird. I wouldn't be able to hide it like I do on most of my units. If these things had more of a, what is it called? Like a backside to them, instead of just being open back like they are, where you just see the backside of it, it would be a little easier to hide some wiring back there. Kind of like how the wings, how they've got the actual inner parts to it, where you have the little, how can I put it? The inner wing tips where I could hide the wires in. You can hide all that fun stuff back behind there without being able to show it a lot. It was really easy. These ones, because they're just open back, it's really hard to even concept where the wires would be at. And with these being so small, I didn't have really any way of running internal wiring. So it would have been all exposed external wiring, sleeved up, and looking kind of meh. Kind of glad I didn't go that way. Perfection or bust. Gotta love them ads. Time check. Cool. We got about an hour and 20 minutes. Nah, an hour and 15 minutes left. And then steak time. Steak and get the potatoes put on. Some Yukon Golds, boiled and then smashed and then air fried. Wasn't going to go all out for frickin' this meal, but yeah. The store kind of made my decision on that. They didn't have initially what I was looking for, so I went, fuck it. If I'm going to be gourmand, we're going to be gourmand today. All right. RG Flugel's a little bit of an understatement, but yes, pretty much. We're going just slightly further than that. Because he's still going to have all of his other toys with him as well. I don't know how many times I have to show that off during the live stream, but it's just hilarious. Oh, that thing is heavy as shit. Little bit further than Flugel. Yes, there we go. Because he's not... Oh, you know what? Fine. Fuck it. Let me grab the big wings. Because we're not going with only one set of wings. We're going with 2 sets. Which also do light up. So it's going to be fun. The wiring's already making my head hurt. I'm like, great. So we got to make sure everything pairs down. Yes, technically. It is the... You're thinking of this one. The Dragon Momoko. And it does basically have a 4-wing set. Where you have these back wings on the back side of it. Please don't fall down. You have issues. Your legs don't work very well. You already fell yesterday. God. Stupid Dragon Momoko. What? Stupid. Why you hate me? I should have left it where it was on the freaking... I might have to move it back. It literally hates the stupid fucking stand it's on. There we go. That should be all right. There you are. Would have had more lights on this thing, but the funnel back piece is just too small, and I'm already stretching myself thin as it is. I'm hoping to still be on 3 volts by the time we're done. Knowing my luck with how many blue LEDs there are in this, we'll be onto the 5 volt range. The 5 volt range always being where we go from, it's usually around 10 to 20 blue LEDs, pushes the amp draw all the way up to where we have to be on 5 volts. Because my little power hungry LEDs are very, very power hungry when they get so many of them put in a set. That they can drop down step 3 volts just due to overdraw on amperage. That's actually not enough. So I use these little 3 amp power supplies. And I've done USB before with mine, and yeah, that's a little too much. Amp draw still, the wire was getting hot. It needs a resistor just to make sure that my little LEDs don't overdraw the wall wart. I tried that recently. Wasn't great. I actually did that with the hunt and kill, and yeah, he was drawing so much power it wasn't even funny. My little 3 amp power supplies do okay. I've burned one up. Who can burn up a power supply? Oh yeah, New Verkaw burnt up a power supply because it drew so many amps it overdrew the shunts. It literally had the shunt glowing. I'm like, oh, well, that's neat. That's destroyed. The sun literally couldn't do that. And the sun runs 400 LEDs. I don't know why 120 green LEDs. No. 120? I think it's somewhere close to 100 green LEDs can destroy a power supply. Weird. I know the sun runs a different size. The sun runs 802s instead of 603s, but still, it's surprising how the sun doesn't burn down the house, but yet the new Verkaw can. Not yet. That's what I'm going to be doing for the next big build. The next big build is going to be a perfectibility with I'm going to be doing some fairy light neopixels, and I've got to get a whole setup for that going. That's going to be fun. I already found the pre-stranded neopixels that are fully addressable. I just got to get them ordered and start working on the diagram and how they'll run and how everything will work together, and if I can cut and snip in certain areas and how much it'll impact the resistance values. Make sure that we don't have cross data lines and power lines and all that other fun, boring stuff that I already do for work and everything all the damn time. Usually just running simple wiring is always good for me because just running off a full DC output is usually just fine for my LEDs. The little power supplies I buy are only like $10, $20 a piece, and they run great as long as you don't overload them. And it's usually pretty hard to overload. Like, what is it called? The Nightingale that's behind me is 73 blue LEDs mixed with some greens and yellows. And it runs 5 volts DC perfectly fine. No issues. I've had it running for over an entire stream and a day, and it had no issues just staying there and being nice. Just something about my new Verka that does not like me. I'm trying to remember where I put the sun at. Oh, he's down there. I need to plug him in again at some point. And then something like Big Boy standing next to me was fun too. It's technically an RGB setup, but it's based on a 5-volt output, which is really fun. It's based on frequency, which is really fun. Almost done. The wings are actually finished. The wings are actually done. They're work. They're beautiful. All the LEDs work. We're actually on the last part. Almost finished. And then the fun part comes. Decals for days. Yay. These are just the back portions. Ugh, I can bring them back down again for the 3rd time. So they're done. All 4 hellish pieces of those are done. And the back wings are... The sub wings are ready to go. The wings are ready to go. They all work. Their lights look great. I could not believe that the audacity of my build actually worked. So we're onto the little, what is it called? Wing cannon set is what it calls this thing on the box, but the D-Res wing. It's not going too badly so far. It's just a lot of detail work. No wiring, wasn't any room for it. I did it all. I'm also exhausted, so the wings put me through my freaking test of patience on this. So I was like, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get these built, get them on the unit, and get the unit ready to go. The actual winged, the actual burner, the jetpack burners are gonna be a nightmare to get to work around and not be in the way, but we'll figure it out. I'm adding so much to this unit, it's not even funny. Okay, what am I looking for now? What do I need? $23, $6, and $4. 23, 6, and 4. That is not how that looks like in the book. 23. 6 and 4. 5 and 6. 6 and 5. And number 4. Yeah, and then the last bit is the last bit. Yay. And then on to the real actual tedious shit. Oh. Yeah. Then we're on to some fun stuff after this one's done. We're going to be doing the 2 busts I have in hand, the Hainu and the Astray, and then it's on to Zoid's Mania for the summer. We got a lot to do. I have the... I probably should start off light and start with the Liger Zero White. Or I should call it Vanilla Liger Zero. And then move on to one of 2 options. It's either Gogulus or Death Stinger. I don't know which one to go for first. We may or may not do lighting kits on those 2. We'll see what happens. There's a lot to those kits. They are going to be very, very over the top. Very complicated. Tons of parts. And I have no idea where they're going to go. Favorite wingsuit? Ooh. Favorite for design would always be Wing Zero Custom. Favorite looks-wise would be something like Death Scythe Hell is always cool looking. I love the look of that one. Didn't really like Tall Geese till Tall Geese 3 came out. Tall Geese 3 adding more Gundam-y looks to it. And actually being kind of interesting. But... then when we have to go to actual mobile suits of all time, there's a lot. And for very good reasons. None of which come from freaking IBO. Oh, I hear them screaming in the background. I like IBO. Un momento. Alright, I had to take that. Toggies 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 is like the only one I really like. 2 is actually kind of the one I don't like the most. 1 is okay. 2 is I don't know why they thought, let's just recolor the Tolkies. let's just recolor the tall geese. That's really all they did. There's like nothing special about the tall geese too. And we'll change the head a little bit. We'll give it a really good head, but we're gonna change we're not gonna really do anything special about it. The 2 was always my least favorite. Even though I got one because I wanted the head for this build. Okay, so it goes 2. Yep. And then this is the second one that goes on because we're going in some kind of a layered look. It's kind of how I feel about the wings. Like, oh, how can I put it? Proto was okay. TV's weird. Wing Gundam is odd. And then you have the best one of the 4 being frickin' Wing Custom. Oh man, yeah. Especially if you have a heavy arms Eagle with the custom colors, which Supernova did at one point. And Storm, if you haven't been here long enough and know exactly what I do, I've built a lot of third-party model kits. I am part of the third-party army, where I don't care where my model kits come from. They just gotta look good. Because unfortunately, Bandai has disappointed me almost every time I've wanted something in life. So I tend to go astray and be a bit of a heretic and buy from whoever, whenever, and for whatever price. The whole reason why this build exists is because of the fact that I could not get my hands on a freaking Tall Geese Flugel to save my life when it first came out. Now you can get them pretty easily, yet for a jacked up price. I've had plenty of opportunities to buy one. I just chose not to. Out of sheer principle. Out of sheer principle. Oh, you're good, dude. Started watching you first started your wings. Yo. Yeah. No, you're good, dude. No, the problem I hate with the problem why I don't mind third-party kits. It's because there is no reason that I should have to sit here and suffer in life. There are certain things to make me angry, and push comes to shove, I'm going to do whatever I want. As long as it's legal, and it technically is. There's nothing illegal about buying third-party model kits. The people making them may be doing something shady, but that's not my problem. Till they make it illegal to buy them. Exactly. Exactly. Why the not? Why the fuck not? Because people think that Bandai should have the monopoly. And we all see what that gets us. We get 30-minute mission kits instead of the actual model kits we want to build. Not to hate on 30-minute missions, but they do feel a bit childish. And simplistic. Exactly. Bandai can eat the freaking couple dollars for me to build what I want. Like, I mean, the HMM Death Stinger is tiny compared to the Supernova Death Stinger. And you know what? I'm really actually happy that Supernova did build those model kits. It got everyone back into actually thinking about Zoids, and it made Kotobukiya actually make more. We haven't seen a Zoids resurgence like we have now since in forever. When I started building model kits around 2016, good luck finding a Liger for less than $200. Now you can get one for like $70. I was trying to get Ligers for the longest time. They were so expensive. Now you can get them pretty easily. That was not the case 4 years ago. Well, almost 7 years ago. They weren't available. No one had them, and they were so overpriced. I mean, there are still a lot of Ligers that are very overpriced, and there's still a lot of Zoids kits that are really expensive, but that's because they haven't been produced in a long while. And it really seemed like it was Kotobukiya's attempt to try to push out Supernova, but they weren't actively hurting them because, I mean, seriously, the kits were amazing, so it was just the fact they wanted to get back into producing, it seems like. I mean, BT had been around forever making Zoids, and that didn't push them far enough. Son of a... Ow! That hurt. Fucking hell, that hurt. Ow. Oh. Just stabbed the fine point, an ultra fine into my hand. That's great. Ow. Ow. That really fucking hurt. Exactly. I mean, that's true. I mean, they're doing some insane stuff. Some of the third-party stuff that's coming out lately, too, the actual, like, custom ones that they're doing is insane. Like, the Judge was one of the first to be one of those non-Bandai ones. And it's a very insane kit. This is a hobby where most of them, because custom stuff limits your op. Yeah, exactly. Shit, that's why I love DL. I love that Dylan and Souza model are like, that's a sure cool model kit you got there. I'm going to make it into an add-on so they can do it for 1/44th scale as well. Or we'll make the, what is it called? The King Dragon swords or the Shadow Cloaks. And we'll make it so that it fits on every model kit ever made and sell it. Or, who made that one? Or Effect Wings. Effect Wings with the, basically stealing the powered arms from the high resolution, being, you get a powered arms, and you get a powered arms. We'll make it in 4 different colors and sell them. Why? Because why the fuck not make a ton of money? I love the fact that we're getting so many freaking add-on kits, and they're not coming from Bandai, because you know they wouldn't be available. Effect Wings, Susan Model, and freaking DL are making it so that we get so much more of a choice to do things. Because I'm using Susan Model wing kits, which is the wings and the D-Res wings. And then I have the DL Lance and Halberd set as well for this one. Technically, there is one more weapon I could have got for this guy, but good luck getting it for a fucking decent price. It's the actual sword that's supposed to be with the Tall Geese 2 from the Glory of the Losers manga. But yeah, I'm not paying $60 for a fucking weapons add-on package that really doesn't add much other than a few runners. And one of the only ways to get a powered red in 144 to scale form is to buy the third-party red frame girl. But from what I've heard and what some of my followers have done with building that set is that it's pretty damn good. And hell, when Daban finally makes a red frame Dragonics, I'm definitely buying it, even though I have the actual metal build. When they make a model kit of it, I will be buying it. Building that, not a kit, or so it doesn't count. Exactly. And you know what? I actually think that's a good idea. I'm just started the elitism. I've been having some people sit here and try to bully me into freaking believing that Bandai is the only way to go. Lately on TikTok, I don't buy into that at all. Really? It's supposed to go like that. No, I have the wrong one. Luckily, it's only been one guy. It's like, man, I'm not subscribing to that kind of shit. I'm the consumer, and I'm trying to tell my audience, if they want to be consumers, do what you want. And it tells that's your choice. Exactly. No, what I'm trying to, how can I put it? My kind of message on TikTok or wherever I go is build what you want and don't be bullied into doing something you don't want to do. And I hate when people act like that we should be doing whatever we're told to do. I hate that idea. You say Gunpla is freedom, yet not the freedom to buy to get what you want. It's the freedom to buy whatever I say you buy, apparently. Or my favorite is that aren't those just cheap knockoffs? Cheap, yes. Cheap. Yes. Very cheap. As my wallet cries in the corner like, please stop going to the freaking goddamn Gundam Model Center. Yes, absolutely cheap. Relatively cheap compared to the Bandai stuff. Oh, I'm gonna piss people off when I melt. X shit because they're pricing. Working your budget, right? Even if it does or doesn't. Yeah, I know. Everyone acts like the more expensive paint's better. Like, I can't wait to melt this thing soon. This is going to, I'm going to be tearing it apart, detailing it up, making it look nice. Then I'm going to melt most of it down to pair up with a real grade red frame I've got sitting hand for a kind of a battle damaged one. And this comes from a very expensive red frame. And it's going to be fun to melt. But it's just sitting there for the time being. I don't know when I'm going to get to that real grade anytime soon. What was that? That is 11. 11 the evil or the axis? Okay, no. So that's left and this is right. No, that's right. This is left. Could you not have a freaking... that's like the worst one so far. Like, had I not gotten lucky and gotten the Supernova Snow White Prelude, I probably would be doing a Prelude, I'd probably be doing a Snow White real grade instead of doing one I'm doing right now. I got lucky and got one. I'm really mad those went so fast. There were so many people in my in the community who didn't get one. I can get it easily for 1/3 the price. Yeah, damn. Citadel pens I think is great and easy to use. Most paints, but Americans seem to. Yeah, dude, it's very expensive here. Uh, Citadel stuff is so expensive. Just a little bit that wifey has for her Warhammers are fairly pricey. Mm-mm. Okay, so God, I'm almost done with this part. This is the hardest part of this is getting these little bastards all set up. The wing portions are the little funnel portions are all just repetition, and it'll be so easy to do. He says confidently before he loses his mind for doing them so many damn times over in a row. And pulls out every single stupid hair out of his freaking dumb stupid head. Okay, that looks good. Oh, goddamn, that's sick, dude. If I could paint, I would have so many more freaking goddamn Warhammers, but I suck at painting. And then I would be completely broke. I mean, Gundam already freaking kills me as it is. Warhammer would make me even more broke. No, they. I would be buying so many Titans just for having fun, and or Stompas and freaking Tyranid Titans. I'd have no money left over. Knowing me, go big or go home. All right. Got a half hour, so that probably will be time as soon as I've got this last set done. And then I'll have to work on most of this other stuff off stream. I've got to get this guy done. Yep. Okay. There we go. God, I hate how long it takes to get some of these big portions done. Towel and field some Gundam, right? Yo, I can't wait for the new Space Marine game to finally come out. Oh, that's gonna be sick. It's been a long time since we got a good one. Even though it's just the Blue Lucky Boys, I mean, still, it's gonna be sick. The first one was good. Hopefully they bring back that multiplayer as well. Keeping that up. Looking up. No one gives a fuck as long as it works. It rules. It works, right? Hey, that's the best way to put it. I hate the whole idea that if, like, even if I was to get really good and want to try to enter something into like a GBC World competition, I would be barred from it because I don't use 75% Bandai products plus no third parties are allowed. I know my stuff's still kind of trash compared to those GBC guys as well. All right, that looks good. Okay. I know I touched every surface on the backside of that. Okay, that looks good. Okay, that looks good. Now I just gotta get the stupid wing parts on. Yay! And then that frame is done. Yes. Slap it on the table, right? Clear it. Feel the Sosby. That's my Titan as long as it's the right kind of size, etc. It's clear. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. That would be hilarious. Alright, so which one's the biggest one? E12, right? Yeah, 13 and 12 are the biggest ones. All right. Wrong. Lego Men as soldiers as kids. The kids' toy tank. That's sick. Hell, that's why I kind of liked Yu-Gi-Oh! For the longest time when there was no deck size rules. It's like, okay, so we're just going to play all the cards. And then that changed. Oh, back to you. Right. Yeah, I see the same thing happening on TikTok again that I see on every other social media. It feels like we're getting that elitist crap coming back in again. And I'm really not liking it so far. Like, just let people have fun, people. I know a few who are pushing people to paint when they're not really into it, and it's like, okay, but that doesn't mean you're more skilled because you can paint. It means you can paint. That's cool. But if you rush into it too quickly, you're going to end up not liking it. I know, I've tried. If you're going to paint, paint because you want to paint it. I only do painting when I have to because I like to keep my model kits the way they are, looking nice. The way I want them to look. I don't fault people for doing painting. Just don't push it if somebody's not wanting to do it. I hate that whole, like, everything has to be super hyper ultra detailed. Because that's the only way Gundam should look. You need to do every brass rivet and screw on your freaking build. Because that's the only way Gundam should look. Yeah. I don't mind hyper detailed kits, but I mean, tastefulness is what I think I like the most when something's really done well. I'm not one for the big over the top. Let's do every rivet and screw. I'll do all the decals, but oh man. I like to finish a kit every once in a while. I'd rather not be on one for a year at a time. Myself. I get more mad at myself than anything. Let's see. Really? Huh. Interesting. No, yeah, that's the other way to do it. As a kid, I'm mostly out of box. Exactly. OOB's alright. I have no issues with OOB. I just don't like when I see the people who watch my stuff getting bullied by people to go and do way more stuff than they want to do. It's like, god damn. Or like, what is it called? I don't like when people push like people to do whatever they want them to do. Like, oh, you can put down this kit and do a different one. It's like, no, finish the model kit you're working on the first time. Trust me, you'll like it better when you do it. I don't have ADD. I have OCD, and I would rather finish my model kits. I know there are some that's the only way they can do it, but man, I would rather finish a model kit than come back to it and not have the parts still there. I've done multiple kits at a time, and it's not fun for me. That's one thing I would never do. Basic paint. Oh, yeah. See? Tasteful. I like it. I'll do a repaint once in a while. God, Goldframe, you're so far up there. God, I hate you. The troublesome Goldframe. Come here. Come hither, my friend. About the closest thing to a full paint job I've ever really had to do lately was this guy. Painting the curry gold and making it look a little bit better. On the real grade gold frame. Wish I still could have got the actual decals for this guy, but they don't exist. They're impossible to find. I know, I tried. That thing turned out really good. I have no problems with that. That was all hand painting too. Using the gold marker and layering the paint on there with also doing the stupid top coat. Ugh, come back here, you. That one was fun. Although I learned really quickly on that one, I can only use a very specific top coat because of how my area is. I live in Texas, and it is super humid every day of the year that unless I have a controlled climate area, I can only do acrylic top coats outside. Everything else fogs up instantly. Learned that the hard way with that model kit. Fogs up and I get orange peel really bad. But the acrylic stuff, I can spray that on so thick that it's not even funny, and it clears up pretty well. As long as I don't touch it. I'm a big toucher. Oh, is that paint done? Oh, is that paint done? Don't touch it, you dumb idiot. Oh. It's done when it's done, you big dumb idiot. Okay, keep an eye on everything. Now, the best thing is going to be is those busts that are coming up after this one. I got to paint the eyes on them because the eyes come clear, which I don't know what idiot thought that it was a good idea to make the frames in clear. When they don't even have... Well, okay, so I lied. The new comes with a wiring harness. But the Astray doesn't. And it's like, then why did you make the stupid eyes in clear? You intended it to be in a freaking goddamn wiring set, but you didn't include it and you made the eyes clear. Every other bust I have has the eyes in the color that it's supposed to be when turned on. So that way when they turn it off, they don't look soulless. So I have some really nice polycarbonate paint, and I have a really nice top coat to go with it that I'm going to be using on them. Really cool. It's this transitional blue, green, purple polycarbonate top coat that goes over top. It's pearlescent, but it's a translucent top coat. So it'll go great with the translucent paint that I'm going to be using to paint the eye sets for them. And I've had that paint sitting around for almost a month now, and it's going to be sick to get started on that soon. And then on to the Zoids of Millennia, trying to at least finish most of them this year. Although where I'm going to put half of them, I have no fucking idea. The two big ones are going to be insane, and I have no idea where I'm going to put them. I may have to get some more shelving for them, or put some stuff away. All right. Ooh, we are right on time. Hell yes. I've got to get food started here in a minute. Get off there. Okay, which way does that follow? Does that track the way we're tracking? Yes. Small part goes in front. So that goes to the left. All right. Just got to get that last one on. And then I'm done for the time being, and then I'll continue to work on these throughout the week. Probably, hopefully, taking all next weekend to get it fully assembled and finished. Okay. Double check for fingerprints. Make sure nothing's in there. Double check my back sides. A little bit of touch up on that. All right. Not too bad. It's just a few more parts left to go. But let's see. I want to see it on the unit for the time being because it's going to take a while to get those parts ready to go. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be our futility on this. So teach me how much we're going to have make room. Not too much. But once we have all the other parts on there, this guy's going to be insanely huge. I think I can make that work. I think I can make that work real well. It's going to look great. I think that's going to look good. God, this thing's going to be massive because then I have to get the wings on top of that. So when that comes in, I'm going to have to fold those wings all the way back to get them installed and then get them in place. That's going to be fun. Or put the wings on and have that off there initially. But that is going to be it for today. I've got some stuff I got to get done. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and I will see everyone probably next week or on Wednesday. We'll see how that works. Hopefully I don't get sick again. I was sick as a dog throughout this entire week, which sucked. But I will see everyone then. Thank you for watching. Ta-ta for now, exactly. Goodbye.